welcome to this episode of the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drink Less, Live Better and head to the website drinklesslivebetter.com where you can sign up for the 5-day Drink Less experiment, download my free habit tracker and join my email club for regular inspiration, ideas and resources to help you live better. Today's episode is called What is the kindest way to look at this? But equally, it could be called What is the kindest interpretation of this behaviour? Or, I suppose, why is this person acting like an idiot? But that last suggestion wouldn't actually be very kind, would it? We all act like idiots, and we can be open-minded about that. We're going to talk about reacting and responding to other people in a grounded, compassionate and emotionally intelligent way. We're going to talk about the moments when someone behaves in a way that feels jarring, unexpected or unaligned with how you would like the world to be. These are the moments when our nervous systems spark up and our inner storyteller starts weaving a narrative about why that person did what they did or said what they said. The stories we tell ourselves in these flash moments matter. They shape our emotional experience, our reactions, and our future relationships with other people and with ourselves. Okay, I'm going to offer you a gentle but powerful tool, and this is asking yourself in those flash moments, what is the kindest interpretation of this person's behaviour? Human beings are storytelling creatures. When we don't have the full picture, we fill in the gaps. And unfortunately, our brains often default to assumptions that are rooted in threat, fear, or negativity. It's evolutionary. We survived by spotting danger, not by giving people the benefit of the doubt. So, when someone cuts you up in traffic, speaks sharply to you, ignores your message, turns up late, or behaves in a way that clashes with your values, your mind might leap to, they're so rude, they don't care, they're disrespectful of my time, they're incredibly selfish. And maybe none of those stories are true. What if something else was going on for them? By asking, what is the kindest interpretation of their behaviour, you momentarily pause your automatic thinking and open up a bit of a space for empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion don't excuse bad behaviour. It doesn't mean you abandon your boundaries. It just means that it gives you clarity before you choose how to respond. When a person's behaviour is upsetting, confusing or frustrating, here are 4 gentle, internal questions you can explore. Number 1. What else might be true here? Maybe they're having a hard day. Maybe they're overwhelmed. Maybe they're distracted, grieving, anxious or exhausted. Maybe they simply didn't realise how their words or behaviour was going to land with you. I've spent a lot of time in medical settings this last week. I mean a lot. A quick flick back in my diary for a count up and 4 hospital visits and 5 doctor's visits are right there. Now, one of those was in a professional capacity, so I suppose we can discount that, and 6 of them were with my son, and none of them were life-threatening emergencies. But it was a lot of time spent in places where emotions are often heightened. So who am I in a hospital car park when 2 people are shouting at each other about a parking space? Who am I in a doctor's surgery where someone was incredibly rude to a member of staff? Who am I in the pharmacy when the queue was out of the door? I am someone recognising the full spectrum of human emotion available and feeling empathetic towards those people who are distracted, grieving, anxious and totally exhausted around me. I see that. Number 2. If I assume positive intent, what could this look like? You might discover a version of the situation that feels less personal, less sharp, and altogether less about you. If I assume someone's over-assertive behaviour is because they are having a very hard time advocating for someone they love, that sits easier than, wow, that person is a complete cowbag. Number 3, when I'm on the receiving end of something uncomfortable, I ask myself, is this behaviour actually about me? And often it's not. Most of the time, it's about their internal world, their stress, their habits, their fears, or their lack of self-awareness and the impact they are having on other people. Number 4, what interpretation helps me stay calm and connected? You're not trying to mentally let them off the hook. You're supporting yourself by choosing a perspective that reduces your emotional pain. Okay. Hopefully some of these questions help you to stay a little bit grounded and present and kind to yourself first, because self-kindness makes kindness towards others so much easier. We like it when somebody else gives us the benefit of the doubt. It's easy to be kind when people behave well. It is harder when you feel hurt, surprised, or attacked. But the next time you feel that familiar heat rising, annoyance, irritation, anger, confusion, just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, what is the kindest interpretation of this behaviour? And you don't have to believe that interpretation is true. You only have to believe it might be possible. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with someone who might need a little extra compassion today. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Drink Less, Live Better and visit drinklesslivebetter.com for more tools and inspiration. Check out the show notes for a link to a hidden podcast episode that will help you with your 5 p.m. cravings and details about my one-to-one life coaching and sober coaching programs. And P.S. I believe in you.